Hey, Internet. It's Thomas and Kate with the Knights of the Drunk Watch. We're here with our Mandalorian recap, the Disney Plus streaming series. This will be Chapter 1, The Mandalorian, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Season 1, Episode 1. All right, we are the Knights of the Drunk Watch, and now our talk begins. Okay, so starting Episode 1 off, we have like an instant bar shoot 'em up.
It instantly reminded me of a Western, and I almost thought the whole scene was going to run down like the beginning of The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, where nobody talks, or rather the main character doesn't talk for a good solid 5 minutes. I think he had one line at the end when he's trying to bring in his first bounty that we see, but it was just amazing.
Yeah.
Started off as a complete badass right from the get-go.
Yeah, and then pretty quickly, I feel like in the next scene, we started to get some of the like humor and joy that Star Wars can do well if it's doing it well. So we got like quips and like fun with the bounty.
Something the series has done instantly right away, and I didn't realize it until I looked it up online, but they're doing a great job of hiding great character actors kind of in plain sight. The first bounty was Horatio Sands from SNL and many other things, and I didn't realize that until I looked it up. It was amazing. His ship, his weaponry, the other bounties frozen in carbonite. It was hitting all the right notes right away.
Reeling in. So then he turns it in and goes for another bounty.
Carl Weathers helps him out and pays him in calamari flan, which sounds like the worst seafood dessert I've ever heard, but you know.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then he gets tasked with what's basically the whole series' driving plot. He gets hired face to face by the client, who has a cachet of, or rather, what's the word I'm trying to say?
I don't know.
He got some stormtroopers with him.
Oh, he's got a platoon, an army, entourage.
Yeah, he has an entourage of stormtroopers. I think that's what they're called in large groups anyway. And then he gets tasked with capturing a bounty that you know very little about. What? He has the age of the bounty target. That's
50.
It. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's off into the Star Wars verse looking for his bounty. They don't really, what I loved about it, they never really explain the science of anything.
In Star Wars or in just this?
In Star Wars, and this as well. You know?
Yeah.
He's just in his ship doing his thing. He knows what he does. As you saw earlier, he's so used to doing this, it's just become second nature to him. And he instantly tracks to the right planet, kind of keys in, and then gets a little caught up with the local fauna.
Yeah.
That run him down. What are they called?
I don't know.
The beasts. Blurgs.
Blurgs.
He has to learn how to ride a blurg, and Nick Nolte speaks, or the voice of Nick Nolte speaks at least.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not in this episode.
The Ugnaught shows up.
Does it?
Yeah.
I thought that wasn't until 2 after he got the child.
First episode.
Interesting.
I have spoken.
Oh, because he goes to go. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Listen, it's been like 2 months.
That's why I wanted to rewatch. So, sets off to find his bounty. Can't get there without help of not necessarily a local, but somebody who's been there a while who offers to help him for kind of altruistic reasons. Just whatever's going on where this bounty is, it's brought a lot of problems apparently to the area, and he just wants to see those go. So he helps the Mandalorian because, as he says, he's never met a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But his reputation already precedes him.
But he's also, he's just in general sick of the bullshit that's been going on around his house. So he wants it to stop.
Those damn kids and their hoverboards.
So he
learns how to ride a blur.
Yes.
Which is like a dewback with only hind legs. Star
Wars. Okay. The fuck is a dewback?
And then he's off to the races to capture his target. But he meets a friend.
He's not friends yet. Now I've lost it because he rides the blurg to do what?
To go get the bounty.
But then he runs into what, IG-11?
IG-11. Another.
So he goes into town
hunter.
on the Blurg.
It's not so much.
They were
town,
in like a little.
It was a little outpost or something. Yeah.
But wasn't it full of like stormtroopers or stormtrooper?
No, there
heads,
were. You know very little about who was holding the child at that moment.
Was it vacant?
But they're very dead.
Blanking on this. Okay, everybody's dead.
But they're very dead. IG-11 stepped in to help him out again. Which when he first showed up, everybody thought this was going to be either about Boba Fett or Boba Fett centric. And sure enough, another famous bounty hunter or, proxy of him, IG-88 shows up, kind of like IG-11. What's great is they just kind of took everything from the Star Wars universe, the bounty hunter stuff, and retooled it a little bit and made it their own. I don't think anybody has a problem with that in the series so far. So
then they have a little like buddy cop moment where they're fighting together.
One keeps wanting to surrender and blow them up.
Blow themselves up.
Yep.
Yeah. And they're like, no, wait, let me shoot more people. And I thought in this moment they were going to be friends. I thought they were going to be best buds. I thought this was going to be our droid sidekick, which...
Well, because of who voiced the...
who voiced it?
I'm going to mispronounce and butcher his name.
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi, thank you. This is why you're here. Because of who voiced it, I figured, he's going to be in the series a while. But then right at the end of the episode, when they find the target and the droid wants to bring it in dead.
Yeah. So what do we think the client wants with it? Because this is a question we can ask for the whole...
They explored a little bit in, I want to say, the third chapter.
But then we stole them again. We didn't actually find out. But we'll talk about that in the third chapter.
But of course, it ends with a big reveal, which everybody colloquially refers to as Baby Yoda. But I have to keep correcting people, since as this takes place approximately 5 years after Return of the Jedi, when Master Yoda died or became one with the Force, whatever it was, this thing, the child, whatever it is, same species as Master Yoda was apparently around prior to the events of not only Return of the Jedi, but the original trilogy.
It could be Yoda's baby.
Yoda was certainly around. Yoda was certainly a Jedi about town.
He's getting it on. Little Yoda sex.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do, Yoda.
And some Dagobonian brothel.
But Baby Yoda's more fun to say than the child. I mean, arguably... way more fun.
Irregardlessly is more fun to say, but yeah, there you go.
So
that's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Droid wants to kill him. Mandalorian shoots first.
Yeah.
Classic Star Wars. I don't know. I don't know why, but I don't know if it's because Jon Favreau, the series runner, creator, had more to work with, more time to work with, or he just does it with a little more subtle grace than J.J. Abrams was, but he very much is doing what some of the better Star Wars entries do. They just kind of retread old territory, but he very much made it his own and made it organic in the sense, and the writers made it just slightly different enough that it's all familiar, but it's different and fun again.
Yeah. I mean, I really like this. I think that it brings in the funness that is Star Wars, but also like gives us new characters and places, and then more feelings. So that's good.
It opens the
universe back up.
It opens the playground up more.
Yeah.
You're not just in a few sandboxes or in a few pieces of equipment. You get to open up a little more, and that's always a good thing, especially with Star Wars.
Okay, so...
series off to an amazing start. Can't wait for the rest. If you're not watching, you really need to.
So that's our recap of The Mandalorian, Chapter 1, Season 1, Episode 1, The Mandalorian.
It was all one season and a single episode. The Mandalorian.
And so we're the Knights of the Drunk Watch, and now our talk has ended.